Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. For those that don't know me, I'm Keikami and today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Final Fantasy. We're currently in a Realm Reborn. We finished a Realm Reborn. We're in that little bit of a post episodes storyline between a Realm Reborn and the next expansion, which is Heaven's Sword. So we are kind of going through a lot of that kind of story stuff. Oh, you love the outfit? Thank you so much, Diamond Princess. Whoops. I don't know what I just clicked on, but we are not clicking on that. Thank you. This is the White Mage outfit. So, yeah. And then we defeated Good King Moogle Mog the 12th? The 12th or the 7th? I think it was the 12th. And we got this really cool staff here. Let me take it out here. Whoops. Nope. Yep. There we go. Which is incredibly cute. You see, it's got the little Moogle and like a lily. So, yeah. I absolutely love it. Anyways, if you're enjoying this video, please don't forget to give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel for more of my videos and streams. So, I can't remember if I said that yet or not. Yeah, I love this staff too. I think it goes with the outfit really well. So, as I was saying, we are in the Post ARR and storyline. And if we remember from last time, whoops, I keep hitting that button for some reason. We are going to stop hitting the button that makes us look at the toy chest. I know, I'm a mess today. Oh my goodness. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the storyline, where it was taking us, that's where I wanted to give a quick recap. That's where I was trying to go. Alright, so within the storyline, we've defeated the primal Leviathan, and when we came back, there wasn't too much else going on. We were summoned over to Ul'dah to help Elfino. Elfino was attacked, and so we found out there was some riots, and someone's trying to stir up some trouble, or some discontent really, between the monetarist or the merchant, the upper merchant class here in Ul'dah, and the refugees, kind of the poor refugees from Alamigo that are flooding into the town. So we were working on that investigation, and we thought we had someone. We know someone's stirring up trouble. We almost got a name from one of the informants, and he was kind of assassinated. So, now we have to go and we got to figure out what we're doing now. We have revolution. So, I believe we have to talk to the people, the guards here, the flame, and figure out what to do next. I think that's where we are. That took a long time to get out. I apologize. Oh. What a storyline so far. I know. This story is, I actually really enjoy it. I love how everything has like little side stories to it. Each town has their own strifes and stuff going on with them. I think it's really neat. This is what I love about the Final Fantasy series, is really all of the stories. So, yeah, it's by far one of my favorite things. So, I don't know. I was thinking about playing the White Mage today. We'll see how we get. We'll put some more experience onto her. And, whoa, that was loud. What was that? Huh. Sorry. That was kind of, whew. Where are we headed? Looks like there we are. Yeah, we got to talk to Swift, the Flame Commander. But I like how everything has stories and stuff connected to them, and that to me is the best part about playing some of these games. I love the stories in them, and so I like reading through them. Some people may find it boring. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I really enjoy them. I think it's worth it, right? Otherwise, a lot of the games kind of feel the same. It's the stories they tell and the adventures along the way, right? So, anyways, we can talk to Swift. Let's figure out what our next steps are. So, Revolution. So he has a message from us from General Raban. Nice. Oh no. And we're going to get a new necklace. And the question is which one do we want? Day Star or Evenings or Even Star? What does Piety give us? We'll have to look at that. I'm not sure. So anyways, the Flame General left word that you were to proceed to the Fragrant Chamber as soon as you returned. Ooh. He wishes to discuss our recent discoveries, as well as the results of our own investigation. Awesome. Master Alphino has already been informed and should be waiting for you outside. Pray proceed to the Royal Promenade with all haste and speak with Bartholomew. All right. Let's go to the Royal Promenade. So, we need to have a meeting. There's stuff going on. Look at all this. My goodness. I believe... Yeah, we can go this way. Okay. But yeah, I'm kind of curious. So, yeah, someone was trying to rustle up some discontent here between the two classes, and... it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. And then there was the guy Teleji Amaleji. I don't know, one of those names. He was a little lala, and he kind of was paying someone off for something. So he might be involved. I have a feeling he might be involved. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen there. But we don't know. We got glimpses of a lot of things. So it should be interesting. Should be good. Oh, I love this fountain. Guys, I need a fountain. That's just cool looking. Alright. Sorry. Sidetracked. Shiny. Alright, let's talk to Bartholomew. We have been expecting you, madam. Please proceed inside. Let's do it. And let's get... We are going to get the... You know what? I'm going to decline. I just want to see what Piety does. What is Piety? Affects MP regeneration. Ah. Only applicable. So that's the one we want. Okay. We got it. We know what we're doing. We want this one. Let's do it. We're learning.
Commander Swift has kept us apprised of your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising, the truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which might shed some light on the mystery?
Ooh. What do we got? Tell them.
This information does not leave this room.
Uh-oh.
The Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination.
Interesting. I know a lot of them didn't agree with it, but... Huh.
Together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate. Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence.
Okay.
Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters.
Uh-oh. One of their brass blades shot at one of the protesters. That's not going to be good.
It It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That's not good.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated.
Okay.
Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
Adeleji, that's the last name. I knew he was causing trouble. Which was weird, because he, in the Dolmen storyline with the refugees, he actually was the one that supported bringing them in. So it's weird that he would have a merchant or pay somebody to fire upon the protesters. This is interesting. This is really interesting.
Teleji Adeleji.
Yeah, you're shocked too, huh?
But he spoke in favor of the Doman's cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
Exactly.
Know you of the Cartano Reclamation Bill?
No, we know nothing of it.
It is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
Okay.
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield.
Okay.
The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge.
Okay.
What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Alagon ruins, of which no record existed.
Interesting. So do you build on it, or do you allow the refugees to stay
There
there?
are certain differences of opinion
Yeah?
as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement. Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations.
Huh. Interesting.
In
So it's-
full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless, bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way.
Okay.
If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Alagon ruin.
Okay. This is interesting.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
He walks a path all his own, independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution.
Interesting. But will that throw the other nations into war with them? Because I mean, it is kind of a three nation split there.
His sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate, and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
Right? And why did Alphino suddenly get echoey?
Omega.
Omega. So I think that's a huge weapon. That's a big, huge, I guess, massive weapon. And that's kind of what we know. But if Omega is there, then that's not good.
Pardon?
An Oligon monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated.
So if he gets the weapon as they're building the stuff, then interesting.
Oligon
Okay.
inscriptions indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself. If accurate, it might explain why Nail Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cotonou Flats.
It does.
Given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation, destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a good strategy. I would agree with that.
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon. One which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut!
Aye, we were skeptical ourselves. Truth be told, until the Ultima weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged. However, if someone were to restore it, as the Garleans did the Ultima weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
I would agree. That's kind of
Power
scary.
enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to have it.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So this makes sense.
That he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
Oh, he doesn't like Lolorito either, because he's behind him.
'Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Uldar.
Uh-oh, there's a spy. There's a spy.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
Right? That's really... Huh. I agree. Well, now we know what's going on. That's interesting. That's actually really interesting. Let's equip our necklace. Let's get that done so that way we're ready for whatever may come. And wow. So Teleji Adeleji is trying to get his hands on the Omega weapon. That's the deal. I guess. Oops. Hello. You go talk to Alpha now? Okay. He's my buddy. I like his armor though. All right, let's talk to Alpha now. And we get bracelets. Do we have bracelets? Let's see, bracelets level 90. These are bracelets level 110. Okay, so recent revelations weigh heavily on Alphino's mind. Of course they do. I don't believe they wouldn't. I should be glad to know the truth, and yet the thought that all this chaos was the product of one man's lust for power sickens me. How long do you think they intend to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? That they even felt the need to do so is most troubling. It would be in our best interest to learn more of the military activities in the disputed territories. You are, of course, the Scion best suited to this task, Sergeant Hart. Do take a moment to visit the Adder's Nest and make inquiries at the earliest available opportunity. The Adder's Nest, okay. So we're going to learn more about the activities there. Let's go check that out. Begone! Well, this is no place for children. Uh-oh. What do we got? Oh. I'm sorry. Oh, that's Ellie. We met Ellie. I was looking for you, miss. You said you were looking for the man who left with my parents? We did. We were. You know this girl? I do. We ran into her when we were trying to figure out who was causing all of the commotion, or who was ruffling up the Alamegan's feathers, so to speak. I do. Oh, yeah, we're going to explain it. Ha-ha! So, he visited Stone's Throw as well. I see. Did you find the man? Were my parents with him? They were not, I'm afraid. However, I can think of several places they might be. If you like, we can go and look for them together. Really? You'd help me look, mister? Of course, but first I must needs finish speaking with my friend. She's telling me a secret, you see, so no one else is allowed to listen. Mayhap you could wait for me by that pillar over there? We require but a moment. Sounds good. Okay, mister, I'll be waiting. See ya, Ellie. I'll take her to the quicksand. Mayhap Momodori will know what to do. Oh, you told her you would go look. Alphino. Still not a fan of Alphino. Seriously, still not a fan. I thought he was gonna come around, but nope. A legion of Garleans, an aether-starved primal, even dealing with an Ascian would be preferable to this charade. Sometimes I fear Minfilia is too ambitious. We rush hither and yon in response to threats as they arise, without concern for the strain it places on our limited resources and ourselves. Mayhap the time has come for a change. What are you thinking? Keikami, this is Minfilia. I know this is sudden, but I must ask you to return to Revenant's Toll with all due haste. Uh-oh. The situation in the Twelves Wood has taken a turn for the worse. I will explain in detail once you arrive. That's right, there was something going on in Gridania, but Ida and Papalima were going to be looking into it. So I guess that went sour. Uh-oh. The Twelves Wood? Then the primal threat she spoke of before has been confirmed? I have received no reports of Ixal activity, which leaves the Sylphs? Go, Keikami. You know as well as I that the appearance of a primal takes precedence over all else. Oh, and when you arrive, do inform the Ascendant that while I am grateful for her concern, she needn't fear for my safety. I am more than capable of protecting myself. All right. Ooh. All right. Uh-oh, we may have to deal with a primal here. Oh, cutscene? Nope. We're just ported all the way over here. Sounds good. Oh, her bow's cool. All right. So, we need to speak with Minfilia at the Rising Stones. That's kind of where we're heading to next. The question is if we have to fight a primal, Do we fight him on a DPS or do we try healing through it on something we know nothing about? That's the biggest question. I'll be honest. I don't know. Can we do it? Revenant's Toll. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Maybe. There we go. Yeah, how confident do we really feel in our healing abilities? That's the question of the day. Oh, we got feathers here for another 2 minutes. Let's go find Minfilia. Yes. Let's see. Everyone's in here. Oh, Thancred's talking to Flamin. Oh, he's got a drink. He's having a good old time telling stories. Looks like they're all having a good time there, so that's good. Let's see what she has to say. Alright, Minfilia, what's up? I hear there's another problem. We got a Serpent Herald here. Uh-oh. It's a relief to see you healthy and hale, Keikami. The latest news from Ul'dah was most disturbing, isn't it? Clearly, the only injury Alphanos suffered was to his ego. Doubtless, it'll heal ere long. He didn't like us coming to check up on him, I guess. That's okay. The other scions will need to be present for this meeting. If you are ready to begin, I will summon them now. Let's do it. And let's grab the oral wrists. Sure. I don't know which ones we need, so we're just gonna grab a few. I am going to equip them. We are doing Bracelet of Aiming. We are doing the oral kinda, the auroral. How about auroral? That's hard to say. Oh man. Equipment on this character, so we'll just go ahead and we will equip that as well. So our bard is well equipped for this. Let's grab the white mage again, and let's summon our scions. And I believe we want, yeah, the Daystar. Let's accept. Let's see what's going on in the 12's Wood. This is fascinating. Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. Of course. Rest assured, I should not have summoned you were it not urgent. To business then. I have received some most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. They have reason to believe the Sylphs may have called forth the revered guardian, the primal Ramuh. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, may have? Then it's not certain. The Elder Seedseer informs us that the elementals themselves murmur of the Lord of Levin's return to the forest. The Sylphlands, however, display no signs of undue commotion. Interesting. Please forgive me, Ascendant, but that fact need not contradict the elemental's testimony. Unlike his more bellicose compeers, Garuda and so on, Ramuh is this is Papalino, okay. Garuda and so on, Ramuh is reputed to act only in the defense of his children. So he's not really aggressive, he's more defensive primal. I imagine he would soon make his presence known if any were foolish enough to directly endanger the Sylphs or their territory. Interesting. The abruptness of this development concerns me. Were we not keeping a close watch on the touched ones and their movements? Well, if preparations for a summoning ritual were indeed underway, this would surely not have escaped your notice. True. Oh, it didn't. And I was pretty sure it was going to happen, just not this soon. Oh no. So Y'shtola's trying to accuse these guys. Y'shtola, you're like starting crap with everyone. My goodness. Ida's like, yeah, we knew it was going to happen. Oh man, I like Ida. I beg your pardon. You foresaw this eventuality and did not to prevent it? Well, I told Papalymo. I suppose I could have reported things to Minfilia earlier, but there honestly wasn't much we could do except wait and see. You know how the sylphs feel about people poking around their territory. That's true. They don't like it too much at all. They already summoned Ramuh once right after the calamity, but that was because the Garleans came tramping through the forest. Yep. And so long as Castrum or Orion stands, the sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. I would kind of agree with that. Yeah, I wouldn't blame them. You know, you got someone walking through your place tearing it up. You'd want something there. In short, Ida and I are in agreement. The actions of the forest I can't talk. In short, Ida and I are in agreement. The actions of the forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. True, it would have happened. And I maintain that observation would have remained the best policy, had it not been for the sudden influx of strangers into the Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. Who's the strangers? Is that us? By all accounts, the recent violence in Ul'dah drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees. Uh-oh. This is going back to the Ul'dah, the Alamegans, and the refugee situation there. It looks like, yeah, that's starting to affect everybody. That's not good. It's really not good, chat. Tis like that the sylphs perceived this panicked migration as yet another invasion, and quickened their efforts to summon their god. Ooh. I am put to mind of Titan and the kobolds. Once again, it is the affairs of men which have paved the way for a primal's coming. Oh no. Indeed, one cannot help but wonder what manner of a place Eorzea would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. True. Be that as it may, this regrettable development does afford us a unique opportunity, such as Keikami, through your dealings with the sylphs of Little Solace, you once succeeded in preventing an untimely conflict with Gridania. True, we did. I wonder, might one who has treated with the sylphs so fruitfully in the past not achieve similar success with their patron deity? So we gotta go make friends with the deity. That's kind of what this is sounding like. If Ramuh can be convinced of our intentions, it may be the first step to breaking the cycle of primal summoning. Okay. I don't know how he's gonna be the, Because if they're nothing but figments or mirages, then, A fond hope. Were such a thing possible, we would not have been at war with the beastmen since time immemorable. Maybe that's the problem. We've been at war with the beastmen. Maybe we shouldn't do that. But maybe this time we can... Let us continue this discussion anon. We must needs first consult with the nation most affected by Ramuh's presence. Okay. The Elder Seedseer has requested your personal involvement, Keikami. Pray, report to Commander Helix at the Adder's Nest as soon as you are able. All right. Steel yourself for the worst. While I hope for a peaceful resolution to this matter, experience suggests that your meeting with the Lord 11 will prove less than amicable. In such an event, your fellow scions will of course lend you whatever support you require. All right. So I guess we got to figure this one out. should be interesting. Should be really interesting. I'm gonna do a quick friend check here real quick. Friends list. No. Got it. So we may actually have to do this on the healer, which is fine. We can do that. It's no big deal. Or at least we're gonna try to make it no big deal. Restores a target's HP. Cost 1 lily. What's this one? Restores all of a target's HP. So we got 2 new skills here that we got to figure out what we're going to do with. So we're at Swift Cast, Raise. Probably Benediction. Maybe we'll move Benediction there, and we're going to have to start making another line here. Alright, so we need to speak with Vorsal Hilox at the Adder's Nest. So let's return home, since our home is set to Gridania. Yeah, Yashtola, I understand where she's coming from. You know, everything is due to the interference of mankind and our constant war with the beast tribes. But half of me also says that, hey, shouldn't we try to fix that? Instead of trying to constantly make war with the beast tribes. But how do you fix that, you know? We're talking about deep ingrained prejudice and all sorts of stuff. So it should be interesting to see what's going to happen. Are we going the right way? Yes. So, we shall see. Let's talk to Mr. Helix. Sergeant Hart. Your arrival has been most anticipated. The appearance of a primal is ever cause for alarm and unease. All right. Though my men stand ready for any eventuality, I know none more qualified than you to snuff out this threat. Indeed, I would have you do so without delay. The Elder Seedseeker, however, would speak to you first. She is of the opinion that your diplomatic, rather than martial, skills may better serve our cause. I will leave further explanation to our learned leader. Pray, make your way to Nofika's altar. The conjurer in attendance will admit you to the Lotus Stand. All right. Let's head over. Oh, is she playing cards? Ah, I love it. We gotta play some more Triple Triad. That always sounds like fun. Alright. 3, 2, 1. We are going to the Silent Conjurer. Are you ready to see what she had to say? Do we think we can be diplomatic? Do we think it's gonna work? That's the question of the day. The other scions have already arrived, madam. May I show you in? Yes, please. Let's do it. Oh, it's sunny in here. It's like we went from It's like we went from Oregon or Seattle all the way to sunny California or Florida, you know? That's okay. Connie Senna. Oh, we got Thancred, Papalymo, Ida, Yashtola, the whole gang's here. Wow.
Scions of the 7th Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty. I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity.
Uh-oh.
Ramuh is returned unto the forest. Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace.
Uh-oh. He is back. it's our
Our
buddy.
guest informs us that the sylphs too have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the primal was summoned within the heart of the sylphlings.
Okay.
Unlike the other primals you have encountered, Lord Ramuh is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the sylphs found a way to share the 12's wood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided.
Helps if I click the button. At least it went through and finished the paragraph.
Blessed as you are with the power of the echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations.
All right. So the Elder Seedseer wants to do the negotiations, but she wants us to conduct them. All right.
The 12's wood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramuh himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities.
True. I agree.
Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples.
Let's do it. I think we can do it. Yay!
You have my thanks.
It's dancing around the back. I love it. Oh, how funny is that?
Pray make for little solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin.
All right, let's do it.
An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the 12's wood that flinches at its coming. All the lands of Eorzea shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
Uh-oh. Ominous. That's not good. And it's back to raining. They threw us back in Oregon. Oregon, Washington. Alright. So, yeah, just rain. We do need to... So I guess we need to head to, yeah, Little Solace. We are going to the East Shroud. So, this is interesting. We're going to see where this goes. I'm actually a little more curious to know how the Ul'dah storyline will play out. But I guess we'll do this as a side thing. Let's call Feathers. And we will take a ride this direction. Whew. Past our giant gnats. Remember when we came through here? Uh-oh. Lightning. Ooh. He is here. We got lightning. Let's jump off. Or it's ominous. How about that? That we have lightning right now. Oh, fair skies. Alright. So let's talk to the Serpent Lieutenant. What does he have to say? Sergeant Hart, I was told to expect you. Alright. I understand you go to treat with the primal Ramuh himself. An unenviable task, but one for which I have no doubt you are well suited. I have been told that your fellow Scions are conducting an investigation of the areas as we speak, that we might ascertain the location where the Lord of Levin might be found. I would ask that you abide here until they return with their findings. Okay? So let's get the piety. Right? Yeah, we'll get this one. And we are going to go ahead and equip this. This should help us out a little bit. All right. The Serpent Lieutenant. He looks about, seemingly awaiting a visitor. What do you think? I was told that a messenger would be sent as soon as your fellow scions finish their investigation. I do not imagine it will be much longer. All right. Is this the messenger? Maxio. This one returns, and returns with good tidings. Wise ones have finished searching and have wisely identified the precise location where the touched ones summoned Lord Ramuh. Your timing is impeccable, my fluttery friend. Might you be so kind as to escort this good woman to her fellow scions? Yeah, let's do it. It would be this one's pleasure, walking one. Please, come with this one. All right, let's do it. Let's see what we get. Let's see where we're headed. Oh, they're all the way over there. Wait, really? Should we grab the bird? Maybe we will. It might be easier just to kind of run on through. So I think we're going to do this. Let's see what we get. So remember when we first came through here? It feels weird being able to run around here without getting attacked by everything and its brother. Goodness, I remember doing some of the stuff. It wasn't that long ago when we were doing a whole bunch of stuff here and having a lot of trouble running around back here. But, oh, no, we gotta go this direction. Okay. Alright, we gotta remember our way back. Since we aren't very good with navigating around here, we haven't been around here too much. Whew. Boy, that scared me. There's Maxio. Uh-oh, it's turning dark. Hey, Maxio. Wise ones had ventured deep within the Sylphlands. These ones must proceed carefully and keep an eye out for touched ones. Sounds good, let's do it. Well, I guess we're still going. We gotta make it to the next checkpoint. So now we're in the 45s. Hopefully we aren't still aggroing a bunch of stuff. We might be. We're just gonna try to avoid things as we go. We'll see how far we can get without having to fight too much. So far, not too bad. We've snuck through here pretty well. All right. Are we making it? Yes, we are making it. To the next area. 48. Ooh, we're getting close. Where are you so we know where to look? Oh, there he is. Okay. So I think we can sneak around this direction. We'll take the long way around. There we go. Yay! Alright, Maxio, let's talk. What do we got? This one is most sorry, but this one can go no further. Draw too close to Lord Ramuh, and this one may turn mean and nasty like touched ones. I hear you. Go back. And so this one must say farewell for now. Walking one will find wise ones not far from here, to the south. Go in safety, walking one, to the south. Okay. So we gotta go this direction. Oh, okay, I guess, that's okay, we can practice, healing and doing all this stuff. Hopefully game sounds are sounding good, things aren't too loud. They're loud for me. I may have to check the VOD later. That's okay. Oh, I see him. There's Ida and Papalimo. You're still in Thancred. You guys could have gotten rid of some of the stuff. My goodness, you guys. Here we go. One more should do it. There we go. Hey, Papalimo. Let's see what we have. 3, 2, 1. So it's actually you. I'm relieved. For a moment, I thought we were dealing with another one of those confounded sylph tricksters. Right? I swear, with them wreaking havoc with their skin-changing magics, it's a wonder I was able to finish taking my measurements. Yes, it was quite the ordeal. You should have seen the look on your Stolla's face when the one impersonating you suddenly showed up. Oh yeah? That's quite enough, Papalimo. My apologies. It's not like me to ramble so. That's funny. At any rate, as I was saying, I have finished measuring etheric activity in the area, and I'm pleased to say I have reached an indisputable conclusion, to wit, that Ramuh was called forth in the vicinity of the Sylph's aetherite. Come, Keikami, the Lord 11 awaits. Oh, let me grab a quick drink here real fast. Oh, so much better. Alright. So where are we headed? Yep, we are going to head south, and it looks like there's a little spot there. So we probably need to take out this milk root. Might as well get it before it gets us. Two, and one more should do the trick. Oh, no, maybe not. There it goes. Yeah, this isn't too bad. We cannot use this skill, it looks like. It says healing gauge cost 1 lily. I don't know what a lily is. Do you guys know what a lily is? We may have to put a new hotbar up here and put all our lily stuff, if that's going to be a new gauge on that hotbar. Maybe that's what we're going to need to do. I mean, I hate to do that now, but we're going to have to think about that for the future. We got to go that direction. So we're going to try to go around. We'll get rid of this cluster. We got some poison. Always a good way to start the day. Oh my goodness. And one more. There we go. You've got to go, yeah, this direction. We're going to take the side. Yeah, we should be able to get around without aggroing. Perfect. We did it. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh, they see us.
Betrays thee, servant Hyde.
Ooh, he knows that we're the servant that we were with Heidelin. Ooh. Oh, look at this guy.
The bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan.
He got Leviathan in there. Hey, I like it. He got all 4 now.
I am Ramuh, guardian of the children of the forest. Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs?
Redanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion. Thine offer, an insult.
Really? I thought their offer was pretty nice. Huh.
Thou speakest hard, yet carest naught for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man.
Gotcha. It's the refugees that didn't know.
Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Redanian or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other. Thy conflict hath brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man. Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. For light and dark given form when man was born. It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature.
Ooh. This is interesting.
Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking? Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges. That they should entrust so precious a gift to thee.
They did. We got the crystal from when we saved the, what was it? I call it Grandma Sylph, but the leader of the Sylphs down there.
Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light. Aye. There is something more in thee.
Uh-oh.
Very well. I shall consider thy proposal. Shouldst thou survive my trial.
Uh-oh, we got a trial.
Thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony. I must have proved that thou art fit to play the role. Weather mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee.
Ooh, the darkness which threatened to consume thee. Okay.
Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Urianger, it is rare indeed to find you so far from Atone.
Ooh, Urianger showed up.
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Never shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady.
Interesting.
I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramuh, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
So he wants to come and watch? That's kind of interesting. Little strange, but okay. The striking tree hard is now accessible. Alright. So we do have this screech. Let's take out this screech and then we will see what kind of Q we have. And we will attempt this. We're going to try healing, which will be something different for us. I don't think we've ever healed in something that we haven't first done in a, or as a bard. But our white mage, level 99 in gear, versus our bard 101, we should be able to do this. I think we'll be able to do this. Yeah. Alright. Well, let's see what we get. Do we want to do this? Entrance. Hard. Is it 8 people? Yes, 2 tanks, 2 healers, 4 DPS. So if we screw it up royally, someone at least can help us out. Alright. Are we ready? Let's join. Alright, commence. Here we go. I'm nervous. We gotta remember how to heal. Alright. 6 is Medica 2. That's the best one we know. Got Sunya. Medica 2. Cure 2. Medica. Cure. Alright, I think I know what we're gonna do. Let's do this. I think we can do this. I'm feeling confident. That's how we're gonna go in. Ooh. Here we go. Oh, the music is good. All right, we'll do 6. We'll get away. There we go. Keep an eye on our tank here. We should be good. Okay, Ramuh. We gotta remember that T is target. I want 5. There we go. There we go. We should be good. And we gotta get out of the way. I think we're doing good. Put another regen on the tank. Another regen on everyone else. We got this Arbiter. Probably need to get rid of this. Let's get this guy up. Here we go. Goodness. 5. There we go. I think we're good. I think we got regen on everyone. Looks like everyone's going this way. Okay. So we'll go this way. We'll help out here. Everyone gets a regen. Woo! What does this do? We're gonna regen some of our health here. Hopefully this can do it. The scholar can handle some of that. I think we're doing all right. We got it. I don't know what means the bar between us. Ooh, we probably need this. 6? We'll get this one going. We'll get this one up. And I think we did it. Now that I know what we need to do, we need to come together when you see the balls. Noted. Luckily the Picto knew what to do. I had no clue. Oh. No one's here. Oh, man. All right, I guess we're done. We did it. We did it. We got 3 commendations as well.
I have taken thy measure, bringer of light.
And? What do you think?
And I judge thee a worthy champion.
Well, thank
The task
you.
of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine.
Ooh, the sin that has taken root in man's heart. Fascinating.
Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and weakness will but feed them. If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
Okay. Interesting. What do you think,
Thou
Oriange?
hast slain the Lord of Levin. A regrettable act, but a necessary one. In witnessing thy struggle, the truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Assyrians.
Really?
But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
All right. Wonder what he found out. That was actually a really cool fight. I do like the music there. That was really cool. Ah, that was fun. That was actually a lot of fun. All right, so where are we going? We need to go back to the Serpent Lieutenant in Little Solstice. So we're gonna grab our chocobo. We need to find our way out of here. And honestly, we're gonna fly out because I don't know about you, but I don't know our way out. So we're gonna kind of do the aerial tour here. This looks kind of cool though. Can we land on this? We can. We can just sit here all day. I love it. I love that. We can land on things, little perches and stuff. I think we are just about out of here. We're almost out of the dark. Ah, yeah, there's the light part. Now we're back into the happy side of the forest. Out of the dark forest. Alright, I think we are safe to kind of run around here. Which is exactly what we're going to do. Guys, we defeated Ramuh. What do you think of that? think we did pretty good. We did good. All right, let's talk to the Serpent Lieutenant. Let's see what he has to say. So guess what, buddy? We did it. Sergeant Hart, you have returned. Dare I ask how Ramuh received your visit? We are good. He challenged you to a test of arms? It is well then that you have some experience in such matters. The peoples of both Gridania and Little Solace will be relieved to hear that the Lord of Leven has accepted you as the forest's champion of peace. You have performed a monumental duty this day, Sergeant Hart. The Elder Seed Seer must be informed of your deeds at once. Awesome, let's do it. Oh, do you have something else for us? Maybe you do. He's ready to send us on our way. Oh, what little gods are made of? This is Urianger. I wonder if we're going to figure out what Urianger found out or discovered. The Elder Seed Seer will wish to hear of your experiences firsthand. I know. Pray, return to Gridania and make directly for the Lotus Stand. The conjurer at Nafika's altar will be expecting you. Fare you well, Sergeant Hart. Of course. Well, thank you. Let's go back to Connie Senna. We are going to go ahead and port back because we can. And we are off. So Nafika's altar. Hello? I believe the best way to get there is this direction, kind of around. Well, I guess technically we could have taken the Aetheryte. I forgot. I keep forgetting we can do that. I'm used to running in cities and porting everywhere else, you know? I'm not used to having ports within the city itself. One of these days, we will get used to it, or we're just going to constantly forget, and you guys can just laugh at me the whole time, right? That's kind of the way I see it. So welcome back, honored Scion. We who knew of your mission have been most anxious to see you return. The Elder Seed Seer awaits you within. Let's go. Let's tell her what happened. You wouldn't believe it. This place at sunset, though. Oh my gosh, those clouds right there. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the pinks and the blues and the transition there. Ah, and all the little fireflies. I mean, it really is a beautiful place. Man, I wish I was there. Right? So neat. So neat. All right, let's go to talk to Connie Senna.
You are returned to us, dear friend.
Uh-huh.
And none the worse for bearing the heavy burden which I did press upon you. Most glad am I of this.
Well, good.
I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a peace with Lord Ramuh ended in conflict. Pray tell me, what befell?
Oh, no.
Ramuh made trial of you?
He did.
I fear there is truth to his claim. It is the darkness within us that attracts the darkness without.
Okay.
It cannot be denied that misfortune follows man. For evidence, one need only look to the conflict brewing in Cartanel, or to the rising flood of refugees.
True. That is true.
Our shared struggle against the Empire should have served to seal our union. Yet the ties which bind the Alliance strain under the weight of gross self-interest.
It does.
As the scars of the calamity begin to fade, so too does our sense of common purpose. Yet now is scarce the time to forget our shared responsibility. If this new-sprung realm is to survive beyond its infancy, It must needs be nurtured by all.
Okay.
Eorzea must be as one. Yet I fear that dream is still far off. On behalf of the people of Redania and the elementals both, I thank you for all that you and your fellow scions have done.
All right. Well, at least she kind of turned it happy. She kind of seemed like she was going to be lost in thought there for a minute.
Full oft have I been compelled to look to you for aid of late, and offered all too little in return. As leader of this nation, I shall endeavor to prove a more worthy ally to your cause henceforth.
Well, good. So we're making friends. We're getting more allies. They're all starting to rally around us and the Scions. Oh, what do we got?
Lord Ramuh has departed, yet the keening of this ill wind grows no less insistent.
Ooh.
Voices of the forest, pray speak and I shall listen. What unseen evil begets this unease in my heart?
No, we don't get to know. Man, I thought we were going to find out. Looks like we're outside. Okay, wonder what Papalymo has to say. What's up, buddy? Thus ends another daunting mission, eh, Keikami? I hoped Lord Ramuh could be persuaded with words alone, but nonetheless, I can only admire the adroitness with which you responded to the primal's sudden challenge. And it seems that Urianger too was pleased with the outcome. What say you, Keikami? Shall we gather back at the Rising Stones and ponder the lessons of the day? Sure, why not? Let's do it. Ida, what do you have to say? Do you say anything? You should have seen Maximo when we got back to Little Solus. Grateful is an understatement. I thought he was going to shake Papalymo's hand off. Oh, the little sylph. That's so cute. Thancred. I fancy my presence was more help than hindrance during our troubles with Leviathan. But this time around, well, even I have my off days. And Y'shtola. 'Twould seem that Ida's appraisal of the situation held some merit after all. Mayhap I should not be so swift to discount her intuition. I would think so. It's kind of interesting that she kind of jumped to conclusions so fast. I mean, I know she's a favorite. I know a lot of people like her. But, kind of interesting. Looks like the girls are being girls, so to speak. Alright, so we need to speak with Minfilia in the Rising Stone. So we're going to go back to Mordona. Back to Revenant's Toll. Let's see what we have here. Dun 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 dun. And we finished Ramuh. We actually met Ramuh, which is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Where are we going? There's the Slaffborn. This is where we want. This is our home. If Slaffborn wasn't there, I'm telling you, we would not be able to find our home. Oh, man. So let's enter the Rising Stones here. Let's see what we get. Entrance to the Solar. Let's do this. Yes. So, Minfilia, what's up? You wouldn't believe what happened. Welcome back, Keikami. Word of your momentous encounter with Lord Ramuh precedes you. I would fain share news of my own, but Urianger's discoveries must take precedence. Ooh, what did he discover? Upon witnessing your defeat of the Lord of Leven, our learned companion was struck with a profound insight regarding the nature of the Ascian's immortality. Let us assemble and discuss his observations together. Okay, let's do it. I wonder what's going to happen. Hey, buddy. Oh, everyone's showing up. All right, it's a party.
If everyone is ready, let us begin.
Let's begin.
Urianger, the floor is yours.
Woohoo!
As all here assembled now know, in its final hours as our Order's headquarters, the Waking Sands did play host to a most unexpected visitor. I speak of the Ascian clad in white, Elidibus.
That's true.
Unwelcome though his presence was, his words that day did serve to confirm a truth long suspected, that the Ascians are eternal beings, to whom physical destruction is as a temporary inconvenience.
That's right. We remember some of that.
In the intervening time, Urianger and I have striven to discover a means by which the Ascians might more permanently be slain.
And 'tis my belief that we have found the thread that will allow us to unravel the twisted skein of their existence.
Really? Interesting.
In the moments prior to Leviathan's most recent manifestation, the Sahagin elder who summoned him was observed to undergo some manner of ascension.
That's true. He kind of went from body to body, and it looked like he finally disappeared when there were no other servants to possess. But why he didn't come after us, I don't know. So do they have to be like converted somehow or attuned to them? I don't know.
The etheric readings taken by Y'shtola at the time of this transfiguration have proven most enlightening.
Yeah.
The disruption to the flow of ether was sudden and dramatic. So tangible was the agitation, I scarce had need of my goggles.
The significance of Y'shtola's readings might better be understood in the context of mine own, taken at the instant of the Lord of Levin's demise. Unlike the primal, the Sahagin was not subject to etheric dissipation.
Unlike the primal, okay.
Before discussing our new discoveries, it may benefit us all to recall what we know of etheric behavior.
Not much. We really don't know much.
Let us begin at what some might call the end. When we who dwell in the material realm die, our spirits dissolve into the flow of ether and are returned to the ethereal realm.
Okay.
In turn, the restless energy which suffuses that plane streams back into our world, giving rise to new life.
Okay, so it's kind of like okay, got it.
"'Tis as the heavens did decree, the way of all mortal souls. Twixt this world and the next do the ethereal currents swirl, bearing the very essence of life. Thus doth the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continue unabated."
All right.
Primals behave somewhat differently. In order to manifest and then maintain a physical presence in this realm, they must consume vast quantities of ether, most often in the form of crystals. Though they may seem to live, their flesh is but ether given shape.
Okay, right.
Thus, a defeated primal leaves behind no broken corpse. Rather, the essence of its form seeps back into the land whence it came, and the energy of its shattered spirit is called back to the ethereal realm.
Okay. This ethereal realm is kinda everything, though. So are we all part of the
There it waiteth,
primals?
till next the prayers of the faithful do draw it forth from the sea of ether, to take their offering of crystals and make for itself a new body.
Which brings us on to the third group, the so-called immortals. They exist in a manner all their own.
True.
Quite. Even as the Sahagin Elder fell to the Admiral's musket shot, I witnessed the release of an ethereal cloud, which immediately took possession of a nearby minion.
That's true.
A soul that dissipateth not upon the death of the flesh.
The secret of life everlasting, and in the claws of a Sahagin no less. But I wonder, what would happen to one of these obstinate spirits, should there be no suitable host for it to claim?
True.
If mortal death entails a return to the ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that the soul of an immortal would venture there.
If a mortal death entails a return to the ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that a soul of an immortal would go back to the ethereal realm. Okay. Would venture there. Okay. So where does it go?
It merely withdraweth a distance, unto the shore of the ethereal sea, perchance, but no further.
Okay. Is this the dark? Is that a zodiac crystal there?
Yes, it exists in neither this realm nor the next, abiding instead in the space that lies between them.
Okay.
The Asians took control of Thancred by means of a crystal of darkness, an artifact which, if our theories are correct, serves as a gateway to the place I have just described.
So the dark crystals are gateways. Okay.
I was hoping people had forgotten about that.
Oh, man.
I am sorry, my friend.
You know what? This is getting a little confusing. Are you guys following some of this? I think I am, but my goodness.
For a mercy, the weary road of our research hath brought us unto an answer.
Okay.
The Sahagin ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal of darkness through which to flee this realm. Thus was he consumed by Leviathan.
He ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal. To go back. Got it.
If we could entrap the spirits of defeated Asians in like manner, and thereby deny them resurrection,
Oh.
Therein lieth the path to victory. Thou art most perceptive, my lady. Only when we have trapped the bodiless soul within an ethereal prison can we hope to defeat its unnatural constancy. Thus might even an eternal paragon be consigned to oblivion.
So then is he going to go back to the... Okay.
These feats are, of course, far easier said than done. At present, we lack a viable means to entrap and extinguish an Asian soul.
Okay.
Yet, I believe it to be possible. The pieces of the puzzle lie before us. We have but to put them together.
I will depart at once to convene with the sages of Sharlayan. Together shall we divine the steps by which our goals may be achieved.
Okay. Interesting.
I have the utmost faith in you, Archon.
Beg pardon, antecedent, but I would raise one final matter. Even now, a Sharlayan survey party seeketh to ascertain the fate of the students of Baldessian.
Okay.
Their findings shall soon be known to us. Though you harbor feelings of dread, I bid you surrender not to sorrow, but abide instead in hopeful prayer.
I shall, Archon. Thank you.
Oh, we get these guys now. Lord of Levin is returned to the Aether, as was Leviathan before him. Ooh, okay. Ramuh's acquiescence was most intriguing. Inferno, Vortex, Craig, Whirl, and Levin have now been humbled by the bringer of light. True. The limitless potential of man. Heidelin's servant grows mightier by the day. Yes, we are. Yet she prospers at great cost to her mistress, whose strength is all too finite. We prosper because they think it's because of Heidelin. Okay, and Heidelin's strength is all too finite. 7 times have the masses survived the rejoining, but their souls are grown weak and wane. 7 times. Okay, so this is they're talking about the different calamities, or the eras, because each era is defined by a calamity, remember? So 7 times have the masses survived the rejoining, but their souls are grown weak and wane. Got it. Yet even as it enervates, the Ardon empowers our master. True. All that remains is to nurture the strength of the gifted, to forge the final key. Are we the final key? And that is the task to which we bend our every effort. Who's that? Is that La Habrea? It is. He's back. Divine seeds were ever wont to quicken in Eorzea's fertile soil. We need only lead men to the field, and by their eager hands shall a new deity arise. That which was shattered shall be made anew, and the one true God shall come again. Why don't you guys use crystals? Uh-oh. I think we're gonna have to fight that thing eventually. I'm afraid to know what that is. They said their god's name was Zodiarch, so I'm kind of curious. I did remember that. I have a feeling that's gonna be something. So Memphilia, oh cool, we get materia. Memphilia has some correspondence she wishes to share with us. Awesome. What's going on? Now the matter of Ramuh has, for present, been put to rest. There is something I would show you, Keikami. Ooh, what's going on? It is a letter of thanks, signed by the leaders of the Eorzean Alliance, acknowledging the Scion's tireless service to the realm. Aw, well that was awfully nice. It mentions, in particular, the names of all the defeated primals: Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, good King Mughal the 7th, or the 12th, Leviathan, and now Ramuh. Needless to say, there is only one among our number to have faced them all. And though these words of gratitude were addressed to our order as a whole, I feel that they were meant for you above all others. I, too, must offer my heartfelt thanks for all that you have done. In the course of your duties, you have never once failed to answer my call to arms. You are a true hero, Keikami, and Eorzea is that much safer for your presence. Pray, do not misunderstand me. I said safer, not safe. I know only too well that we can ill afford to lower our guard. The Ascians may be relied upon to show chaos in this realm until such time as they are forced to stop. Why, even without their encouragement, you may be assured that man would foment strife on his own. And that is to say nothing of the beast tribes. Unless we learn to live in harmony, the primals, too, will return to plague us again and again and again. That is true. We have to learn how to live in harmony. And yet, despite all of this, your deeds serve to inspire the people, to give them hope for a better tomorrow. And there is no greater gift that we have the courage to strive for what might otherwise seem an impossible peace. We owe in no small part to the dangers you have faced on our behalf and the people you have won over to our cause in doing so. In so doing, our list of enemies has ever been long, but think of the allies with whom we are now blessed. Of the sylphs of Little Solace who wish naught of conflict. Of the Alamegans and the Domans who stand with us, determined to halt the dread march of the Empire. And then there are the many unsung individuals who have gathered here in Revenant's Toll, honest men and women who seek to employ their skills for the good of all. Of course, when speaking of our greatest allies, we must not forget those closest to us, by which I mean our fellow Scions. Thanks to their many and varied talents, our order is uniquely equipped to combat the far-reaching corruption of the Ascians. And combat it we shall. Oh? Your enthusiasm is truly heartwarming, Antecedent. Given our embarrassing wealth of allies, I trust it will not inconvenience you unduly if I absent myself for a time. Oh, Alphino. Great. Alphino, I take it the troubles in Ul'dah no longer require your attention? There are yet some rumblings of discontent, but the air of simmering violence is largely dissipated. 'Tis to report such that I stand before you now. That, and to speak with you concerning the new organization we discussed. Excuse me? There's a new organization. Ah, I have a message for you from Ellie. Ahem. You recall the refugee girl? I do. The one whose parents were missing, of course. They were found unharmed. She wished me to pass on her thanks to you. Oh, good, I'm glad you guys found them. Why, Alphino, am I to understand that you made the effort to remember the poor girl's name? I look forward to reading all about her in your report. I do hope you left nothing out. Oh man, he's the kind of person that forgets names. She's gonna tease him. I like it. Keikami, you have been away from Revenant's Toll for some time now, I believe. Might I suggest that you put the affairs of the realm to one side for the moment and take this opportunity to reacquaint yourself with the town? Which reminds me, one of the Doman children recently inquired as to your whereabouts. Yozin was his name. I believe he has some small matter he wishes to share with you. Why not oblige him with a visit? Okay. Let's do it. Let's talk to Yozen. He wanted to be an adventurer just like us, if I remember right. Which could be fun. Let's go see what we got. Alphino, what are you starting? After we parted in Ul'dah, I paid a visit to the refugees. Though a fundamental solution remains far off, I believe that at the very least, there should be no armed uprisings in the near future. Okay? I am given to understand that you resolved the matter of Ramuh. I will ask Menthilia for a full report when next we speak. You've done well, Keikami. What do you feel about this? I realize that you must be quite tired from your travails, but I would most appreciate it if you would find a moment to speak to young Yozen. He has been through much in his own right, I am sure. All right, let's go talk to him. We are going to talk to Yozen. Hopefully we will find something here. It should be fun. Oh, look, they're all here in Revenant's Toll. We got Koharu, Roka, Shun. He wanted to start his own Doman Adventurers Guild, if I remember right. You guys remember that? It was kind of funny. Well, it wasn't funny. It was cute. It was more endearing and cute. So, let's talk to Yozen and see what he has to say. He's a young little lad, but yeah. Look, it's Miss Keikami. She's back from her adventures. I heard you were off fighting primals, and that they were some of the strongest enemies you could ever face. I wish I could have seen you in battle. Anyways, we all want to be heroes too, so we finally formed our very own Doman Adventurers Guild to protect all the Domans. Nice! Yay! Oh, do you think you could train us today, Miss Keikami? Maybe you could show us how you fought the primals. Ooh. What's all this commotion then? Hello? Who are you two? Mr. Boulder and Mr. Coltonet. Coltonet. Alright, so we got Boulder and Coltonet. Did you know that Miss Keikami is back? So it would seem. Welcome home, Keikami. My companion and I but recently became full members of the Scions, and I believe proper introductions have yet to be made. Well, welcome to the group. I am known as Hoary Boulder, and this bookish fellow is Coltonet. Oh, that's Coltonet, and that's oh. Though we remain largely unproven as adventurers, we have taken it upon ourselves to instruct the Doman younglings in the arts of combat. Okay. They're largely unproven as adventurers. Ooh, that's kind of scary. Ugh. I told you, Mr. Boulder, we are not younglings anymore. We are adventurers. And we were just asking Miss Keikami if she could give us some special training. I think we're ready to hunt monsters alongside her, don't you? Well, you've certainly been diligent with your drills, but I'm afraid the fiends of Mordona are still ever so slightly too dangerous for you. I have a counter-proposal. What if I were to cross swords with Keikami? A demonstration of skill at arms, if you will. This guy just wants to fight us. Hori, if I didn't know you better, and I do, I'd say you are merely seeking to test yourself against a legend. That's exactly what I think he's doing. Ha 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 ha! Well, mayhaps I am, but what matters the motive? When the children stand to learn so much from the lesson? Oh, man. What say you, Keikami? Would you consent to spar with me? Sure. Hurrah! We have a tournament. Come on, everyone. We must prepare our gear for an outing. Do not try to disappoint them. Have faith, Coltonet. I shall summon every last ounce of my strength to make this a worthy contest. All right. The fields to the east of town should prove suitable for our purpose. I very much look forward to our bout. Okay. I guess we're gonna spar the Guardian of Eorzea. Or I think that's us. We're the Guardian of Eorzea. This guy wants to spar with us. Oh, man. Well, let's go to Revenant's Toll and let's see how this goes. This should be interesting. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen here. That's a cool mount. To the east. So we are just going right here. Let's grab our chocobo. Let's head out. And yeah, this little sparring match will be quite fascinating. Here? This is where we want to do this? Alright, let's do this. Hoary Boulder. Are we ready? I think we're ready. 'Twas good of you to agree to this, Keikami. I trust you are ready to begin? Sure. Let's see if we can do this. Very well. Let us not keep the younglings waiting any longer. Ahem, Hori, are you certain you wish to fight her alone? That is Keikami you face. What better way to test my mettle? Pray allow me to attempt the first round unaided. Arrogance is gonna get you hurt. Same for me. After all, 'twas this hero's legend that led me to join the Scions to begin with. Without Keikami to inspire my efforts, I would not be half the warrior I am today. Your point is well made, but remember, this is for the children's sake as well as your own. Should it appear the contest will end too swiftly, I shall add my spells to your blade work. Okay, that's gonna be scary. Let's do it. Excuse me. Hello? You haven't begun yet, have you? Who is it? Do we get one? Uh-oh. No, we got an audience. Ida. What? Who are all these people? You don't know all these people? These are my buddies. When I heard about your sparring match, I told everyone I could find. Thought you could use a crowd to cheer you on. Awesome. Yes, and there are still more to come. When I mentioned Keikami's name, the reaction was quite enthusiastic. Uh-oh. Thancred, Ida. You guys are great. What are good friends for? Why, my own popularity seems but a sickle shade in comparison. You best claim victory, bringer of light. Your burgeoning reputation is at stake. Uh-oh. No pressure. Well, our teacher won't be beaten so easily. He's a master swordsman. Uh-oh. You can win, Master Boulder. We shall soon see. I don't know why I cannot say that. We shall soon see. On your guard. Oi. That's so funny. I like that smile. Alright, let's get him. Let's go 3. Win the sparring match. There you go. Let's stun him for a bit. That was simple. Ugh, such power. The tails barely do you justice. Mr. Boulder won't lose, will he? Look at them all. It's not over yet. It can't be. Look at them all cheer. Aye, the children have the right of it. Uh-oh, we're gonna have 2. 'Tis time I joined the fray. On your feet, Hori. Well, we know better than to take out the mage first. Can we do this? Let's stun the mage. Oh, we want this one. Aha! One more should do the trick. There we go. We will give ourselves a quick cure. And time for this guy. Piece of cake. We'll just throw rocks at him. Done. Oh no, he looks hurt. Miss Keikami is so strong, but you can't give up, Mr. Boulder. Can't disappoint the younglings. Roar! Never have I faced such strength, but the lesson must continue. 'Tis your example I follow. Surrender not to the implacable foe. He's got a lot of HP recovery. What? There we go. I think we did it. Piece of cake. We got this. Hoary Boulder is no match for us. You have bested me. I yield. Of course, no problem. That was incredible. She beat them both at the same time. We knew you couldn't lose, Keikami. None can defeat the Guardian of Eorzea. The frontier hand. I like it. Now I see why they send you to deal with the primals. I've much work to do if I'm ever to attempt the same. She's cute. I liked her. I liked the Ellison look. That wasn't bad. It was cute. Aww. You okay? Impressive as always, Keikami. 'Tis ever a pleasure to witness the spectacle of your martial prowess. And, judging by the smiles on these many faces, they too appreciate the hard-won strength that keeps the perils of the realm at bay. Guardian of Eorzea. Yeah, that is a most fitting title. Do you recall when we first met? I do. It was in a carriage. It was in that little bird carriage. 'Twas at the memorial service for the Battle of Cartno. No, it wasn't. We actually met before then. I think you failed to remember correctly. At the time, I was yet attempting to understand this land of Eorzea. I sought to grasp the reason why Grandfather willingly sacrificed himself to protect it. I shall speak plainly. My initial impressions were less than favorable. Dire problems abounded, and yet the effort I saw expended towards their solution was haphazard and half-hearted. I thought Eorzeans a foolish and childish people. Well, where are you from? Are you from Baldessian? Like one of the other islands or something? Considering the shambles their home was in, I would not have been surprised if some had chosen to swear allegiance to Gaius and the order he proposed to enforce. The Gaius's single-minded military invasion precluded any such switching of loyalties, of course. Were it not for a desire to continue Grandfather's legacy, I would have abandoned the realm to its fate long ago. The threats were too many, the nations too self-involved and unstable. 'Twas you who convinced me the salvation of Eorzea was possible. Really? 'Twas you who taught me, through countless acts of bravery, that what my grandsire sought to preserve was not the land, nor its history, nor any single nation. It was the people, these wonderful, oft infuriating, stubborn people that suffer blow after terrible blow, only to drag themselves back to their feet to face yet another day. Though he never put such feelings into words, I believe grandfather's admiration for this inextinguishable courage grew into a fervent wish. A wish to aid Eorzea and its inhabitants in charting a course for the future. A wish that has now become my own. Okay. What are you planning? I, too, will endeavor to take up the mantle of Guardian of Eorzea and champion these people who toil towards a better world. Take up the Okay. I thought we were the Guardian of Eorzea. Our cause, however, is not a simple one. The troubles that plague us are of a scale that cannot be solved by the scions of the Seventh Dawn alone. Oh, really? So, This is almost like how he attached onto Minfilia and the Scions. Now it feels like he's attaching onto us. No, what is needed to tackle the root of the primal threat and effectively counter the schemes of the Askians is a new, expanded organization that operates beyond the limitations of nations and borders. Okay. Isn't that what the Scions are doing? I figured that's what the Scions were doing. If you would aid me in building such an organization, then pray let us continue this discussion back within the walls of the Rising Stones. Ooh. Here's a thought. Is he trying to build an organization that rivals the Scions? Is him and Minfilia having issues and he's going to build his own group? And he wants us to help him with it? Dude, I don't want to betray Minfilia. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. I guess we gotta speak with Alpha now. Oh man. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? I really have a bad feeling about this. We do have to do this outlandish mana quest as well. How do we feel about this? That is a tough choice. Man. That's a... eek. That's all I'm going to say is just eek. Alright, we'll enter the solar. Let's see what he has to say. How does Minfilia feel about this? Are we walking into drama? Like, seriously. Like, this can't be good. And why are we getting involved in it? If you want to start your own organization, that's good, but why are you dragging us into it? I hate to say it. It's time for him to do his own dirty work. Do you know? Thank you for coming, Keikami. The world shifts and alters, and we, my friend, must ever be one step ahead of the chaos. What I propose is the formation of a new organization, a group that shall pave the way for a truly united Eorzea. But you just convinced Minfilia to move over here so that way we would be... I don't like this. Guys, I really don't like this. I mean, I guess we'll get some Might? Battle Dance. Which one's Determination? Damaged by both physical and magical attacks. Okay, Determination is good. Tenacity. What is Tenacity? Damage dealt and received, as well as higher the value, the more damage dealt. Okay, so what's the difference between that and Determination? Physical and attacks. Okay. And then Quick Arm is just spell speed. We know what spell speed is. Let's go with Battle Dance. Complete. I'm curious to see what that does. So, Elfino, what's going on? Do we dare find out what his new little organization is? Or do we pick up the other quest? Ooh, that's going to be interesting. Recruiting the Realm. Oh man, this is tough. I think we're going to sleep on what we want to do. Because we're at kind of a crux. And before all of this starts, well, maybe we'll hear him out real quick. I'm a little worried. All right, let's see. Let's just hear him out. Let's see what happens. He wishes to request our assistance for his new endeavor. Fine. Pray forgive me if I tread over old ground, but I would first speak of the grand plan. Okay. Since the advent of the seventh astral era, the leaders of the three nations have been deliberating over an accord that seeks to bring the disparate forces of Eorzea together into a single entity. So you want to make an accord that brings everyone together. Okay. A realm-wide grand company, if you will. The military might of such an institution would be drawn from every corner of the land and directed against threats that no single nation could hope to overcome alone. So this is going to be more grand company type stuff? Where's the separation between this and the Scions? Yet while the purpose of this hypothetical organization is undisputed, kind of is. The logistics of its formation has become the source of endless debate. You need a Tataru. I am not your Tataru. And the longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impetus towards unification draining away. Thus, I have been campaigning for the creation of what might be considered a trial company. Okay, a trial company. It will be on a much smaller scale than what we hope to eventually achieve, but capable of the same manner of unrestricted operation accorded to the Scions. Okay. Same manner of unrestricted operation accorded to the Scions. 'Tis my hope that the successful utilization of such a force will lend momentum to the lagging deliberations. That he said a lot of nothing there. Also, being a primarily military outfit, I mean to assuage fears of its misuse by placing the fledgling organization under the authority of the Antecedent. Okay. To alleviate. We'll call it alleviate fears of misuse. So it's under the authority of Minfilia. But she doesn't have... She's got way too much on her plate. Why does she need a whole second organization? The Scions work tirelessly to protect Eorzea and its people. But, as you yourself have witnessed with the refugee revolt, there are limitations to what we can achieve. With this new company under the Scion's command, however, we will be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties without straining our resources or overtaxing your formidable talents. So you want them to kind of do these smaller kind of things, it sounds like. The goals of my proposed organization and those of the Scions are ultimately identical, a point conceded by all concerned. But before I can move forward with establishing this precursor to the true border-spanning Grand Company, 'tis yet necessary that I visit the three leaders and gain their official approval. A tiresome and time-consuming task, which is why I would ask that you accompany me on the journey and attend to the business of recruiting our inaugural members while I am otherwise engaged with bureaucratic formalities. So you want me to convince the city-states to allow your new fledgling organization, or to talk them into accepting your organization, and to do recruiting, otherwise engaged with bureaucratic formalities. Yeah, I really don't like Alphino. I'm sorry, guys, I really don't like Alphino. And I just agree to it. Of course, why wouldn't we? Thank you. 'Tis reassuring indeed to know that the bringer of light and her discerning eye will be selecting our future allies. You know what? This feels bad. It feels like we're abusing our power with or our relationship, I should say, with like the city-states, with Gridania, with Ul'dah, and with Raban, and Connie Senna in Gridania, and Merlwyb in La Noscia. That we're abusing our relationships to kind of push, or he's trying to abuse our relationship to get his thing passed. That's really what this feels like. I don't like being used, and I feel like that's what's happening. Let alone we have to do the recruiting as well, which isn't good. Alright. This whole questline reeks. I don't like this. Our first destination will be Limsa Lominsa. Let us rendezvous at Bulwark Hall. This is gonna suck. Man. Minvalia, how do you feel about this? Let's talk. With the primal threats presently subdued, we're gonna focus on new endeavors. Alphino has been long laying the groundwork for this organization of his, and he looks to you to help turn his proposal into reality. Pray, lend him what aid you can. But I don't want to. Do I have to? Oh, this is going to end badly. I don't like where this is going. I mean, in a way it would be good. You do have an organization that can kind of handle some of these matters, But at the same time, I don't know why we have to abuse our relationship to get it passed, or to push his agenda. And I don't know why we have to do all of the work in getting it established as well. I guess I'm a little perturbed by that. Anyways, with that, I think next time we are going to talk to this outlandish man. We shall continue this. We will do this story quest here, because I am actually really, really interested in what's going to happen here. And yeah, that should be fun. And then maybe we'll do a little bit of Alphino's quest as well in our next Final Fantasy episode. So, anyways, if you made it this far, here, let's do this. If you made it this far, I'd like to thank you so much for watching and for joining. So, anyways, I'd like to thank you all for coming, and I hope you have a really, really great rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more content as it greatly helps out my channel. Hope to see you soon!